to my channel. So this look that I did is this half cut crease. If you want to know how I did this look, then just keep watching. So I already did my brows off camera because they take kind of a long time for me. And I already put my eye primer on. I used Benefit Stay Don't Stray concealer slash primer to just use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just gonna set the primer. For this entire cut crease look, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, of course, because I want to do a pink cut crease. And there's a bunch of like pinky cranberry shades in this, so I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna take buon fresco. This is going to basically be my transition shade. The next shade that I'm using from Modern Renaissance is Venetian Red. It's this one right here. I'm gonna start adding that into my crease to add more definition, and this is also gonna start my cut crease. Next shade that I'm gonna take is Love Letter, and it's this shade right here. I'm just gonna do the same thing with Love Letter that I did with Venetian Red. Then I'm gonna go back in with Buon Fresco just to blend these reddish pink shades. So since I'm doing a half cut crease and not like a full lid cut crease, I'm going to start adding some of the colors that I put in my crease on the outer like third to half of my eye. I'll be taking both Venetian Red and Love Letter, and I'm going to be mixing those and putting it on the outer part of my eye. Now I'm going to cut the crease, and for that I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Light Neutral. Then I'm going to start to cut my crease. Right now I'm not worrying too much about where the concealer meets the shadow. I'm going to go in later on and fix that. Now that I'm done with cutting the crease, I'm going to go in with this small little pointed brush again, and I'm going to start to blend the concealer with those two shades. I'm going to take the shade Buon Fresco again and just put that in between the concealer and those shadows just to help blend it even more. Then I'm just going to take a flat shader brush and the shade Vermeer, and I'm going to put that where I put the concealer. Now that I'm done with the eyes, I'm just going to go ahead and prime my face using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Face Primer. Then for foundation, I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Pro Glow. I'm in the shade 204. I like my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation a lot better than this one, and I think this one's like bad for your skin, but I use this one too much and it's expensive, so. Now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Again, this is the same shade that I used to cut my crease. I feel like the shade's a little bit too like brightening for me, so I try not to put a lot and just like blend it out. Now that I have my foundation and my concealer on, I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and just set my under eyes and the rest of my face. To bronze my face, I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm gonna take my Anastasia contour kit in light to medium. It's like really scratched up because I've had it for a long time. But I'm gonna take the middle shade and then use that to slightly contour my cheekbones. For blush, I'm gonna do my Milani Luminoso blush. I don't like blush that much, so I'm just gonna literally tap it in once and tap it off like 5 times. Then I'm going to take that middle shade in the Anastasia contour palette again, and I'm just going to contour my nose real quick. I don't really feel like super dramatically contouring it right now, so I'm just going to do it lightly. For highlighter, I'm going to be using my Anastasia So Hollywood Illuminator. I'm going to take that same highlighter on a smaller brush like this and highlight the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. I'm gonna slightly blend out this edge right here. My lower lash line, I'm just gonna take a little bit of Venetian red and then blend that out with Buon Fresco. I'm gonna take the shade that I used on my lid one more time and use that to highlight my inner corner. I'm gonna do my lashes off camera, but the ones that I'm gonna be using today are my Koko lashes in in the style Misha. I'm gonna be using these two on my lips. This is the Colourpop lip liner in Grunge, and this is the Ultra Matte in Stingraye. That was the finished half-cut crease Valentine's Day look. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching.